Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I got a pretty good idea what all these drones spotting, the hundreds or thousands of drone reports, people calling the police, the FBI, the government, everybody else trying to figure out what these drones are, people freaking out. I am so tired of hearing about this, but I got a pretty good, it's a pretty common sense answer to this, and I think it makes sense. I'll get to that in 1 second. Let me talk about this first before I get to I truly believe the drones are. This isn't clickbait or anything like that. I truly 100% believe I know what these drones are, and it's a very easy answer. And I just realized it this morning. I was looking at TMZ for stories for this video, and I came across, I was scrolling through, and I saw a picture about the Kardashians, and I went past it, and then all of a sudden it clicked. That's what got me to realize what the drones are. That's a hint. Okay, let me talk about X and Twitter first. Whenever I talk about X, I call it Twitter, because I'm an old man. Whenever I talk about X or Twitter, people will say, "Oh, I don't look at that," because most of the people that watch me are liberal or Democrat, and they despise X just like I do. There's a reason. I truly, after I scroll through X or Twitter, my heart is pounding, my adrenaline is pumping, and I can't believe the bizarre theories. This is what I've seen on X or Twitter over the last few months. And this is just, it's a paranoid conspiracy theory landscape on X. Actually, this morning, I saw a tweet from Elon Musk, and it said, this is actual Elon Musk, the owner of X, saying, hey, tell your friends to switch to X to see what's going on. All your friends that are watching legacy media, because that's what they call real news now. This is what I call real freaking news. I go through the news channels, I read the newspaper, I'll look at the no nonsense, no left or right, just the straightforward. I try to find the straightforward news apps, like on my phone, and I go through that and see what's going on in the world. And I think that gives me a pretty good idea of what's going on. Well, Elon Musk says, grab your friends and have them come on X to see what the real news is. So, let me talk about this. Over the last month or two, these are the paranoid conspiracy theories coming from the right. Just off the top of my head, the Colorado, Venezuelan gangs in Colorado taking over apartments. We all remember that, right? That turned out to be nothing. It was probably one apartment. We don't even know when that video was shot. It was one video. Don't even know if it was in Colorado. And then there was this big story about Hell's Angels. Supposedly all the Hell's Angels from all over the country were going to go to Colorado and remove the Venezuelan gangs. So all of the people on the right, all the Trump supporters, are cheering on Hell's Angels. Now, I'm going to be very careful what I say here. I've been clean and sober for 18 years, and before that, for 2 decades, I hung out with motorcycle clubs. Every night, I would go to what they call after-hours clubs, which were motorcycle, the clubhouses. That's where I hung out pretty much every night, and they would stay open till dawn or 6 or 7 or even later sometimes in the morning, with all sorts of assorted drugs and drinking and illegal sales of this and that. And these guys are not like all Americans, somebody to cheer about. I'll just leave that right there. Okay, then there was Trump himself saying about Haitian immigrants eating pets. All right, now it's the drones, and the tweet that I saw this morning is just so over the top, unbelievable. Let me read you this. This is from Marjorie Taylor Greene, and it's about the drones. Now, like I said, my video is based on news stories every day. I try to get the most breaking news story because that's when I get the most views. So I try to capture, I'm looking at the news, all the news on TV, on my phone. Like I said, I'll look at left-wing news, right-wing news, the news that claims to be not either one. I read the newspapers. I'm constantly searching the news just to try to get an early breaking news story so I can get a lot of views. So I'm on top of the news all the time. And I have not heard one single word about what Marjorie Taylor is frightened about, what she's so angry about, okay? I couldn't believe this when I read this. Marjorie Taylor Greene tweet. This is from, I don't know, I think it was yesterday. I think it was Tuesday, the 17th of December, 1 week before Christmas Eve. I'm going to tell you right now that if they try to tell us to stay inside, comma, stay home, comma, shelter in place, and then in big caps, for our safety from the drones, comma, there is no way in hell I will comply with that absolute bullshit. Not doing it, period. No way, period. I'll shoot the drones down myself along with every other red-blooded, freedom-loving American. American flag emoji. Oh my freaking God. I have not heard, like I said, I look at the news all day, 24 hours a day. I wake up in the night and I start searching through the news, you know, because I worry about what I'm going to talk about in this video. And I have never heard anyone anywhere talking about shelter in place. All right. So now she, you know, like I said, Elon Musk is telling people, oh, come, you know, forget the legacy media. Come look at X and Twitter so you know what's really going on. And then the first tweet I see after that is Marjorie Taylor Greene starting a whole new paranoid, fear-mongering thing with shelter in place over drones. Unfreaking believable what this... I don't know if it's just because Biden is still in the White House and they want to make it look like there's chaos. You know, like they don't, like, you know, that Biden's not doing a good job or something like that. That's part of what I think's going on here with all these news stories. I'm dying to see what happens when Trump takes over. If all of a sudden everything's going to turn into, you know, to happy storyland America or whatever. Okay, this is what I think the drones are. All right, I got a pretty good. When I saw these pictures, I'll put the link right down below to the TMZ story. It's not just the Kardashians. It's all these houses in Hollywood, and it's pictures of their Christmas lights on top of the roofs. Like, they obviously, Kardashians are very rich, other movie stars, you know, people in Hollywood, and they decorate their entire house, including the roof. So from the air, it looks amazing. You know, so then, you know, I see that news article and I'm, oh, yeah, okay. And then it clicks, you know, why would drones be up at night? What's there to see at night? This time of year, 1 week before Christmas, what are they looking at night? What would you see from the sky? Christmas lights, freaking Christmas lights. Every year the Christmas lights get more and more a little technically advanced. Like, they have those ones that spray up all over the side of the house. It's just one unit that sprays the laser all over the house and they move around. You know, and here in the Northeast, we have a layer of snow on a lot of the ground here. So it looks just amazing. We have the pine trees and the snow all over the ground in the Northeast, in New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, this whole area. A lot of the areas is covered with snow. So it's beautiful. It's a scenic, just a classic, you know, the post fences and you know, the mailbox and the old classic Victorian houses or New England homes, Cape Cods and all that, and with the Christmas lights, and it's you know, so that's like, this I bet you after Christmas this will all die down. How much you want to bet? And then there's the people, the drone owners or other people that just see all these news stories, and of course they want to rush out and be part of the fad. And they're flying their, you know, everybody and their brothers probably has their drones up at night, you know, either trying to become part of this news story or looking at Christmas lights, you know. And then I was looking, and people sell these pictures of these videos of Christmas lights to all these media platforms for this time of year, to see all the amazing shots of these homes with Christmas lights. It's people taking videos of Christmas lights. Think about it. Think about it. It's not the aliens. It's not Project Bluebeam. It's not the government. They're not telling you to shelter in place and hide your home from the drones. They're people taking pictures with drones of your Christmas lights. Get over it. I'll be back later with another video. Tell me what you think. Have a good Wednesday.